Bord Bia, supporting Irish horticulture and proud sponsors of Homegrown.
If food waste was a country, it'd be the third biggest emitter of greenhouse gases in the world, behind only America and China. So taking action to reduce our food waste is essential. The average household generates €700 worth of food waste annually, and in the commercial sector, that figure is even higher. So we, the general public, have both a financial and environmental incentive to reduce our food waste. I want to take a look at a relatively new concept that's closing the loop on food waste. I've come across this project here at Dromoland Castle, where they're transforming their food waste into a viable product. What was once considered waste is now a valuable resource for horticulture and growing. The restaurant and food services industry generate 157,000 tonnes of food waste annually, according to the EPA. But here at Dromoland Castle, they're pioneering a new way of dealing with their food waste. They're using a Swedish-designed composter to transform food waste into nutrient-rich compost, and the grounds and gardens here are reaping the benefit. So I want to find out more about how it all works. So David, can you tell me what kind of food waste is generated in a kitchen like this?
Well, you've probably principally two different types. Right? One is the actual food production, so you've got peelings from potatoes and fruit and all that, the general production. And then from what goes on the plate and what returns to the kitchen that's scraped into the bin.
And what do you do with all that food waste?
All that food waste normally went into a bin and went off to landfill or to some other composter. But now, with this new composter we have, we're generating our own compost.
And what kind of impacts has the composter made to your overall operations?
It has reduced our waste. It's what I would kind of say, it's gone full circle. Okay. So we're producing this high quality organic fertilizer, which we're now using in the gardens. So we're growing lettuce, herbs, which return to the kitchen, and it's gone full circle. We're using the food again, you know, it's great.
At Dromoland, the integration of a new composter isn't just confined to benefiting the kitchen. The hotel's biodiversity officer has also embraced the technology, and the compost produced is helping to improve the soil quality in the estate and extensive grounds and gardens. How much food waste are you diverting from bins?
Well, when I look at our food waste from 2023 to 2024 year to date, currently we're 36% behind what our food waste was last year. That's about 40 tonnes per annum, and it will save us 30 tonnes of carbon emissions by the end of the year as well on our carbon footprint.
And how does the composter actually work?
Yeah, well, it starts with the food going into the macerator side of it. So then it moves into chamber 1. And while it's in chamber 1, you're adding food to it over the 2 weeks while it's in that chamber. We're adding carbon into it there. So we have our egg cartons, we have newspapers if we have any, and we're also using some cardboard as well. We would use some of our coffee grinds as well. So that's all getting mixed in with our food waste. Then after 2 weeks, it moves into chamber 2. So while it's in chamber 2, there's nothing further added to it. It's mixed every hour, and then after your 4 weeks, you have the compost that comes out the other side. So it's simple. It's amazing to see food waste, and this is what we have.
Wow, that looks good.
God, there's no real strong scent off it or anything.
No,
yeah.
and that's the key to this is the correct carbon balance in it.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what makes
So it's still the same principles of composting, just accelerated.
Exactly.
Great.
Beyond the kitchens here in Dromoland, the compost created from the food waste is proving to be a valuable tool for the gardening team. And according to them, it can dramatically improve the soil health, fostering stronger and more resilient plants and enhancing the food grown on site. So Dorothy, where are you actually using the compost in the garden?
We're using the compost within the wall garden at the moment. The herbaceous border has really benefited from it.
Okay.
We have the plants are really vigorous, they're strong, they're healthy. The blooms are really blooming, so they are.
Okay.
Particularly the dahlias and the cosmos. The hostas, they've really thrived from it, so they have.
Okay. So it's encouraging growth and making things flower better and bigger
absolutely,
leaves?
and the roots are really improving, so they are. I really noticed that with the herbs in particular and the greens. The yield has improved so much, so it has.
And are there other departments within the estate looking to use it?
Oh, they are, absolutely, yes. Outside in the golf course, they're looking for it at the moment, so there's a wee battle going on at the moment, so there is. But
it's a precious material.
Absolutely, it's gold dust, that's what they say.
So Paul, you manage the wider grounds of the estate here. Have
That's
you
right, Colm.
used the product much?
Since we started composting, I got quite excited with the idea of using it out on the golf course. We started using it on the tees as part of our repair program, where we repaired the divots from the day before. So obviously compost has a nutrient value, so by incorporating that into the sand and seed mixture instead of peat, we've seen great results, to be honest with you. Faster seed establishment, and it's obviously using the compost for good reason.
So do you think this has potential to be replicated on a larger scale across the horticultural industry?
For sure. Obviously this is only small scale what we have going on here, but I suppose on the larger kind of global or national environment, the whole horticultural industry could benefit from this.
As Ireland continues to innovate in the fight against food waste, projects like these demonstrate how we can close the loop, transforming waste into wealth, which helps the horticultural industry.
Board Bia, supporting Irish horticulture and proud sponsors of Homegrown.